Solid-state batteries have been the next big thing in EVs for so long now that the phrase almost feels like a punchline. More range, better durability, safer chemistry, always a few years away. Labs have been chasing it, prototypes have shown it off, but actual customer cars running on the stuff have remained stubbornly out of reach. Geely might be the one to finally crack that door open, with plans to start putting solid-state battery technology into real, customer-facing vehicles on a pilot basis. This isn't Geely dabbling. The Chinese automaker has been quietly developing these cells for years, moving well past lab benches and into prototype testing, and now it's ready for the next step, rolling the new battery packs out across vehicles from its various brands starting next year. It's still a pilot, not a full production rollout, but going from prototype to actual road-going pilot vehicles is a meaningful jump, one a lot of solid-state programs haven't managed to make yet. The number that jumps out first is energy density. Geely's claiming up to 500 watt-hours per kilogram, which is a genuinely eye-catching figure. Energy density basically tells you how much juice a battery can pack in relative to how much it weighs. And a big improvement there gives automakers real flexibility. Either push range further without making the pack bigger and heavier, or keep range where it is and shed weight instead. Either way, it's the kind of number that starts changing what's possible in vehicle design rather than just tweaking the margins. That matters because weight has been one of the quiet frustrations of the EV era. Chasing more range usually means stuffing in more battery capacity, and more capacity means more mass, which eats into the efficiency gains you were trying to get in the first place. It's a bit of a treadmill. A solid-state pack that stores meaningfully more energy per kilogram could break that cycle. More range without dragging around the extra weight that's typically come with it. Geely's talking about vehicles eventually capable of over 621 miles, 1,000 kilometers, on a single charge, which would put EVs into range territory that's traditionally been diesel's turf. That kind of number would cut down dramatically on charging stops for anyone doing serious highway miles, and it's the sort of figure that could genuinely shift how people think about EVs for long-distance travel rather than just commuting. Range isn't the only headline claim either. Geely's also citing a service life of up to 621,000 miles, or roughly 1 million kilometers. If that holds up in the real world, it more or less takes battery degradation off the table as a concern for most owners. Today's lithium-ion packs already hold up reasonably well with proper care, but capacity fade over time is still a real thing, and it's often at the root of expensive replacement worries down the line. A battery built to survive 1 million kilometers would likely outlast the car around it, which could meaningfully boost resale confidence and take some of the anxiety out of long-term EV ownership. What's notable is that Geely isn't keeping this contained to one flagship model to test the waters. The pilot is set to span a genuinely wide swath of the corporate family. Zeekr, Lynk & Co., Volvo, Polestar, Lotus, and Smart are all expected to get vehicles running the new batteries next year. That's a deliberate move. Spreading the technology across such different brands, price points, and vehicle types means Geely gets real-world data from performance cars, premium EVs, and mainstream models all at once, under wildly different driving conditions and power demands. Still, it's worth being clear-eyed about what pilot actually means here. Geely hasn't confirmed mass production timing, and there's no firm word yet on when or whether everyday customers will actually be able to buy a solid-state Geely product once this phase wraps up. There's a big gap between demonstrating a technology works and being able to churn out cells by the millions at consistent quality and a price people will actually pay. Solid-state batteries in particular have a long history of looking great in small numbers and then running into real trouble once manufacturing complexity and material costs enter the picture at scale, which is exactly why this technology has taken so long to go from promising to actually in cars. Even so, putting these batteries into real, driven vehicles rather than just test rigs is a genuinely useful step. There's only so much you can learn in a lab: how the cells hold up over years of charging cycles, how they behave in extreme heat or cold, how reliable they are day to day. That kind of data can only really come from cars being driven the way people actually drive, and it'll likely shape how quickly or slowly this moves from limited pilot units to full-scale production. There's also a competitive angle worth watching. If Geely actually manages to scale this successfully, it's going to put pressure on every other automaker chasing similar goals, because range, durability, and charging convenience are quickly becoming the battlegrounds EV makers are fighting over. Nobody wants to be the last one to market with the next real leap in battery tech. Don't expect to see these cars in US showrooms anytime soon, though. The ongoing tariffs on Chinese-built vehicles make that a tough road, regardless of how well the technology performs in China or other international markets. Geopolitics, in this case, is likely to slow adoption more than the engineering will. That said, solid-state batteries aren't some far-off Chinese-only story for American buyers. Plenty of Western players are chasing the same goal through different paths. Stellantis and Karma Automotive are working with Factorial on their own solid-state efforts, which shows this isn't a race Chinese manufacturers are running alone. Ford's in the mix too, though its nearer-term energy is going into cheaper chemistries like lithium-manganese-rich LMR batteries, rather than solid-state specifically, and GM's taking a similar tack, leaning toward more affordable battery options as the near-term priority while keeping an eye on where the technology broadly is headed. That split says a lot about the real tension here: performance versus affordability. A battery that delivers over 1,000 kilometers of range and might survive 1,000,000 kilometers of driving sounds incredible on paper, but none of that matters much if the manufacturing cost pushes the car itself out of reach for most buyers. Impressive specs and mainstream adoption don't automatically go hand in hand. That's really what makes Geely's Pilot worth watching. It's less about the flashy numbers and more about whether solid-state batteries can finally cross over from promising lab technology to something you can actually buy and afford. If the density, longevity, and cost all land somewhere close to what Geely's claiming, the ripple effects for the broader EV industry could be significant. Lighter, more capable vehicles, fewer range anxieties, less worry about the battery outliving its usefulness before the car does.
None of this means the solid-state era has officially arrived. There's still real-world validation to do, and the manufacturing at scale question remains the biggest one hanging over the whole industry, not just Geely. The company hasn't nailed down a firm production timeline or a customer delivery date, and those unknowns matter. Still, going from prototype testing to an actual multi-brand pilot program is real progress after years of solid-state batteries being talked about more than shipped. And spreading it across so many different brands at once could genuinely speed up how fast the industry learns whether this technology is ready for prime time. If Geely gets even close to that 500 watt-hours per kilogram density, 1,000-kilometer range, and million-kilometer lifespan, the gap between today's EVs and what comes next could be substantial. And this pilot program is likely to be watched closely well beyond China's borders, by an industry that's been waiting a long time for solid-state batteries to stop being a promise and start being a product.